Alright, we are recording, continuing in Going Medieval. Cues provided by Tinsley PR. It's kind of funny that my tongue screwed up there with how many videos I've been recording of late. Not for this channel, but still, you'd think my tongue would be getting better at this, not worse. Alright, yeah, guess those couple things. I got two notes to specifically talk about for this. Oh yeah, that's right. We got this stuff going. The Epic Game Store has begun its summer sale that's going until July 31st. But also, this is kind of neat. It also, the timing worked out perfectly. Techland has put out a new video. Bober the Beaver. Visit Castor Woods for Dying Light the Beast. It makes sense. But it's also kind of funny because, well, it was kind of neat because, I got some of that information ahead of time. Because I could satisfy the embargo requirements. Since it's like, oh, the embargo was at about the same time I put up the Friday news item anyway, so yeah. Yeah, the embargo was very easy. But yeah, it is kind of neat. If anyone wondering, why is there a beaver being used for, you know, Dying Light, a zombie survival action game? Because it's set in Castor Woods, or at least partly, and there's like a mascot for that area of a beaver, which is actually kind of interesting how it explained in the press release that when they were thinking about why was Castor Woods flooded at some point, their solution, their answer to the question was because a bunch of beavers had dammed up a river or something that caused a flood. Yeah, that works. I mean, they also included that there weren't humans around to interfere with the dam building, which that I do wonder about. And this is not a thing on Techland and their developers. But it's just, I can believe, actually I'm very confident, that we do have like park rangers and such that go around and are like, huh, we don't want a beaver dam here because that would cause issues elsewhere. We're going to tear that down. I can believe that. Or do things to interfere with one being built. But at the same time, I don't think beavers are quite that stupid. Like, not to say that they do, or that they centrally plan their dams, but that beavers are kind of old, and we don't just have everywhere flooded because of their dams in areas that they live. So it's like, I have a feeling that they have their own control mechanism to not just flood entire areas. Plus, I'm not sure if beaver dams are even big enough to flood massive areas. That I could be very wrong, and I but still, it just seems like one of those things that this should be something that nature already figured out. Alright. Is there anything else I can really talk about? It was interesting, some of the news I got was, like, hey, we're gonna be at San Diego Comic-Con. I remember that the Scott Pilgrim EX game that's coming is gonna be there. There's another, what was it? Ah, that's right, the Marvel Comic Invasion game from Dotemu and Tribute Games, which Tribute Games is also who's doing Scott Pilgrim. Just apparently now with Dotemu. Yeah, even if I lived near San Diego, I don't know if I'd bother with going to a Comic-Con with that. I mean, maybe once or twice, I don't know. Just for the, well, actually, I don't know about today, but, you know, in the past when that was the flagship Comic-Con. I don't know how much that is true today. There's also, I live in the Cleveland area, and we do get, crap, what is it? It's a different organization, but they are still, it's like Wizarding World? No, Wizarding World is the Harry Potter. What is it? they are like still referred to as Comic-Cons, but it is like a different brand that does them here. Crap, I don't quite remember. Well, they do in other places as well. But yeah, so we do get events here. We have a convention center that was built however many years ago now that, I mean, it is neat that they've been doing things there. My brother's attended quite a few of them. I don't know. I don't have an issue with conventions, but it's just that's not exactly my thing, I guess is the way to put it. And maybe if it were something specific, that it's like, oh yeah, I definitely want to go there for that, but just the, like, going to a convention because the convention is there, that's not quite my thing. Oh, I think I forgot to mention with the Epic Games Store Summer Sale, that goes until July 31st. I don't remember if I said that earlier, so you got some time, but, you know, there's also not unlimited time, obviously. Had a couple reviews put up on the Overclocked Club YouTube channel by Chris, both for Patriot products. One is a portable SSD, and I'm not sure if it is it was oddly written when looking at the product page. So it wasn't stating that it was like it was stating there was a PCIe SSD that is connected to USB, like, and there was a bridge chip to go between them, so it's able to get 1,000 megabits per second speed. I mean, I think I did see in one spot saying that that's read and write. Of course, that is up to, but yeah, so it's basically a super fast USB drive that has both a Type A and Type C on it. But internally, it is technically seen as a PCIe SSD, which in theory is NVMe, but I'm not sure because technically NVMe is a variant of PCIe. It uses PCIe lanes, but the actual protocol, I believe, is modified for, I mean, it's NVMe. Well, crap, what is PCIe? Peripheral Connection Interface? Whereas NVMe is non-volatile memory express, because that's why PCIe, the E is express, NVMe is, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. And it goes up to 2 terabytes in size for that drive. But they also have an SSD enclosure that's only for the 2230 NVMe drive, so the shorter ones. But still, those can go up to 2 terabytes. And in a way, that's actually the more interesting product to me. Because in theory, that's, you can get, even, you know, well, some of those are actually kind of cheap. Put those in there. And you do need a male-to-male USB Type-C cable, which I know I've got at least one of those around. Actually, no, I've got, well, yeah, Type A to male Type-Cs around. Because the USB-C port on that enclosure is a female port. So it's not got a USB port just sticking out all the time. But it's still, that's kind of neat. And I could see that working nicely for, like, if you are comfortable having a number of 2230 drives that you can just, like, store somewhere, almost like old memory cards, and you just, you know, change them out in there as you need to. So, like, for me, I could see having one that would be for work, having one that would be for storing some video work that I do that's separate from my job work. Because I do actually keep a USB drive that I back up every day, all my work stuff to that, so I can recover if I were to lose access to it from the laptop. And they actually did come in handy once. My previous laptop died, the one before my framework laptop that I'm on now. When that died, it was, oh, this is bad. But fortunately, I had that, so I could put it into another computer, load everything up, and get going. So, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I really don't know what else I have to do. Well, I think the only thing that makes sense to potentially do, besides just watching that and hopefully getting that area taken care of, is But let's see if there are I mean, it does look like there's a large enough number of animals here that I should be slaughtering some. So let's have a look. Actually, no, leave it out. Leave it. 4 years old. I mean, that's just gonna die anyway. And I'm not sure, but it would make sense that there should be a benefit to slaughtering animals instead of letting them die naturally. Okay, so that leaves 1 mature female chicken, but plenty of young ones that should go up to be fine. Deer. Yeah, let's have just that 1. Wow. That's kind of funny just how many goats I have here, and they're all apparently tamed. Kind of wonder how that happened. Okay, so at least 2 male goats that are mature. Okay, now let's look at all these sheep. Okay, I don't think that's a great idea, so let's turn that one on. Oh wait, no, that one's... Okay, so that little unfortunate how many are male of the sheep. It's not quite 50-50 like that. And I don't feel like even with plenty of young females, it's like no. I want to keep some of the mature females around. Which, boys, I feel weird to say, but it's true. All right, so. Where's that cat? Oh, geez. Maybe I shouldn't bother trying to change. 5 years. Alright, there. I think I can't actually just leave that be how it is. It just occurred to me. I don't recall if the rivers ever freeze over. Technically, it should be a thing that they freeze over, in which case then it should be possible to carve ice blocks out of it. Unnamed the deer has died. I'm just thinking what else I gotta talk about, but nothing's really coming to mind. Which is fine, because I also would kind of like to keep this a shorter video. Not this short, at 15 minutes. But, yeah. I know, it's just I got other things I want to be doing today. Not that I don't enjoy this, but I do have other things to do today. I guess one thing I can mention, I haven't seen the Superman movie yet, because I know I talked about it in one of the previous videos. I'll probably be seeing it on Saturday, which is today for the video coming out. I record these on Friday, remember. Yeah. It'll be interesting, I think. I've not been hearing the best of stuff from it, very mixed. But it's still, I think it's reasonable. I will be entertained, but not necessarily think of it as that great a movie. It's kind of what I'm expecting, but actually seeing it versus just hearing it talked about are different things. Although one thing weird, I was seeing some comments on videos of people giving their criticisms of it, where people like, I had no idea that, I thought Metropolis was Chicago. I didn't realize it was Cleveland. It's like, son. Or one person was saying that it's in Delaware because they confused Ohio license plates for Delaware license plates, or maybe they did actually edit them to appear as Delaware. It's like, no, it's Cleveland. It's always been Cleveland. People that have been making it a sister city across the bay from New York, because that's what Gotham's based on, that they're just jerks. I'm sorry, but I'm going to call that jerky. I am, because it's like, no, not everything has to be about New York. Not everything has to be about LA. Or about San Francisco, but it's just that's what they do. That's what people do. Because they only know New York, they only know LA and such. I mean, fair enough that with two of the books I've written that are super fantasy, they are also set in, they're set in Cleveland because that's where I'm from. So it's like, fair enough, you want to set things in the town you're from. But it's like, I'm not going to change somebody else's origin, somebody else's story to be like, oh, well, I'm going to put them in Cleveland because I don't know New York. It's like, no, they're in New York. I just will need to try to respect that somehow. But it is also in the second book, I do have one guy who... Crap, where did I say he's from? Nebraska? Iowa? I don't remember which. And I try to make him a character that could be... Like, I could do stories on him, which would then be where he's from. I wouldn't move him somewhere. In fact, that's kind of also an aspect to his character that he would be staying there. I don't think they... they must have done some slaughtering. Of course, one other thing that I just remembered about Superman, this was from months ago, because they also filmed a bunch of... Superman is not just a Cleveland-based, actually Cleveland superhero. Metropolis is based in Cleveland, there's that. But there's also, they did a lot of the filming for the movie in Cleveland. Which there's one thing that's kind of funny about that is, like, hasn't really been answered, and potentially never will be, because the answer would embarrass James Gunn. So we do have tax incentives here, like in many places, for people to come film, right? There's just one issue, is that in order to get those benefits, and this is also true for the UK, for Georgia, even for LA. Well, maybe not in LA. But you need to report publicly then, on the tax documents, how much money was spent. And apparently, I don't remember if it was very high, very low. I think it was higher than what Warner was trying to say they had spent on it, was what was put down on the Cleveland tax documents. And when that got out, James Gunn had the weirdest response. Because it was something along the lines of, well, I don't know who did that. That was probably just some intern making numbers up and putting in there. And it's like, it was just funny because people point out, these are legal tax documents. They cannot be misrepresented. Like, they need to be accurate. And that's also why I was saying that is potentially one of those things where it's like they would never reveal the truth there because it would embarrass James Gunn. Because it's like, I mean, either you were underreporting the cost of the movie, which they all do, by the way. That is normal practice. Sadly, it is. So it would either expose that he was saying it was costing less than it actually was, or it would expose that he was potentially even lying on a tax document by putting down a number that it was not. I mean, it was all kinds of weird. But yeah, it is sad that a lot of the numbers for how much was spent making movies are fudged today, that they make them up. Well, what they report on they make up, because they want it to sound like, oh, we only made $700 million. Well, that's okay, because we only spent like $200 million. It's like, no, you actually spent $400 million. You're just hiding it elsewhere. But it's that it's $700 million that's made in ticket sales, which only a portion of that goes to the studio. Which is why a general rule of thumb is whatever the production cost is, they need to have spent double. Well, they need to sell double that in tickets. But it's. And it is also weird because part of how my understanding is in the UK, is their stuff, what they do, and this is also something that actually a lot of films have been doing for a very long time now, is they create corporations. That's a corporation that then is making the film, but they'll make a corporation for each film. Now, in theory, you'd expect then that corporation, once the film's production is done, it's more or less dissolved, it's just existing to continue to. So some of the money brought in goes to that to pay off whatever debt there was. One problem is that some of these corporations continue to exist like a decade later because it's a way to move money. It's an entity to move money around with to hide expenses for other things. Yeah, it is amazing the amount of shell game stuff going on with the funding of movies and so on. But that's how the game is played for some of them. I mean, it's like how one thing with the Rings of Power, they could have used the sets that had been created for the Lord of the Rings because they existed. Why am I blanking on his first name? Peter Jackson. There we go. When he built those sets in New Zealand, he left them there purposely so that if there were to be future projects set in Middle Earth, they could use them. Those could be used. And apparently Amazon decided, well, instead of doing production there, we will rip all that up, bring it to the UK, put it down there, spend all that money, that would be better to do. It's like, what? Yeah, it's kind of nonsense. Or exactly nonsense, depending on how you want to look at it. Just remember about that. Did I this? Okay, so this can be used, but I'm not seeing anyone actually using it. Okay, I'm gonna turn off. Hang on. Well, yeah, basically I want to turn off the herbs. So that should force them over there, which I want that because it's used for medicine, so keep it by medicine stuff. it looks like they are actually working through the slaughtering there. And that somehow these guys are getting it. Are you serious? Are you serious? Literally, I have wolves in here. The dogs were just... Get in here. I'm sorry, this pisses me off. This pisses me off so much. And that shouldn't be a thing. Okay. Yeah, how they figure wolves are able to get through flooring, I don't know. Okay. Turn that off. We can go back to doing whatever the hell you were doing. I don't know why it just got quiet. Okay, good. They seriously need to change the jobs. I'm sorry, I'm never not going to complain about that until they fix it. Because the amount that built up here is absurd. And the fact that it wasn't secured is also absurd. Look, they're still doing it! They're still freaking doing this! There's another one! like, this is the level of insanity. This is ridiculous. And they just keep coming. Come on. And they're literally just going through the floor. Why is the floor developed in such a way that that's possible? What's the point even then of a floor? It's like, I can't fall through it standing here, but they can just swim through it. And why is it that, like, I have dogs and such that will attack enemies, but they won't attack this stuff? Nope, you stay there. You don't have a weapon? You go off of that. Why do you not have a weapon? You should have a weapon. Everyone should have a weapon. This is Alpha. Oh, wait, yeah, actually, that's why. No, man. Because you need a certain level to use those weapons, the ranged weapons, that's why. Why is this, like... Oh, they didn't do that, did they? They may have. Hang on, let me... Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, they... Yeah, okay, so this is a bug. And it is... Let me... deal with that. It is not a good one. It's also a very sad one because it's a bug I've seen in various things. Even I think in the software we make it work. I've seen this happen. It's like, yeah, you need to fix this, and it does eventually get fixed. But it's like, so in order to scroll, you actually need to be over something that's interactive here. So the background here that buttons are placed on top of is essentially not counting as part of the UI here. So, despite scrolling, and hang on, make sure I'm in a spot that isn't a button. Nope. Well, let me. Okay, there. So you may be able to hear the scroll wheel. Nothing's happening. But the moment it goes over a button, so we know we're over there because it's tooltip, now it works. But once it scrolls off of that button, notice it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I don't even know what the difference is there. I want this guy to heal. I can't have him heal? That seems silly. Do you have a weapon? You do have a weapon. Okay. There. You are. I don't even know where the weapons are. Such I could tell him, go get this. Ten, 11, 12. I don't know how many that was. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh. There. Well, no, actually it should be... Yeah, just something like that. Anyway, there. So now in theory they will be crafting... Those weapons will be crafted and it'll make sure that I have enough. Wait, what the heck is the guy I just drafted? Here. You're literally standing next to him. Oh my... Yeah, hey, you know what? Which one are you? Astral. Manage. No, overview. Domestic. I don't even know who the hell this guy is. Marcus Holland. Do you see how this is also very badly designed here? I should be able to say, hey, this dude, as have it, you know, like select someone here, a dog is assigned to you. Or on this, hey, dog, you're assigned to a person. I shouldn't have to go through that UI. The chicken has not given birth. That's not how it works. Damn. Nope. Yeah, they really need to also fix how selection works, because this got set to accept seeds. It should not have. Who is it that I've set for all that cooking? Okay, it is this guy. Hey, wait. Is this everywhere? No, see, this one is doing it right. Wait, if I am even, like, in between... Oh, no, if I'm in between, it's not working. See, the thing is, I don't think this was the case. I mean, I can just do it on the names, fortunately. Okay, Lee and Uma. What was it here? Okay, so yeah, that's a... Oh, wait, no, I got in between things. My thing is, it was an update this week. It was a minor update. But I wonder if that's, if that was something that they accidentally changed. And I do mean that it would be accidental. That is one thing that, sadly, is true. Oh, crap, it still doesn't have a weapon. Cancel that then. You. Where'd the box go? I doubt it'll work, but what the hell, why not try? Oh, yeah, technically that is. Oop. You do not know how much it annoys me. I'm telling them, do this, and they're like, nah. Because they're not drafted, they're not going to do the thing I'm telling them to do right away. You don't have a weapon. I don't want to attack a wolf without a weapon. And by the way, for anyone saying, why don't you just move this up? I don't want to move it. And how am I going? What would I do? What would the movement be? I mean, like what, build something above this? I mean, the whole idea of this was to build something that should be secure because, hey, they shouldn't be able to go through the floor. To build something secure and have all the food managed in one spot. Okay. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Because this is garbage. No one does anything. Okay? I'm not even going to let you... Well, no, I will. But I don't even want you to tend your own wounds, okay? I don't give a shit about any of you. You are worthless human beings. You do not know how to do anything. Right? The hell? And apparently we have a bug there as well. That all anyone is allowed to do is cooking. Alright? Also allow hauling. Yes, I've built to take care of this. That's it. Nothing else exists. Maybe animal husbandry. Yeah, those are like the lowest. The heck? Well, look at this. The hell? Yeah, their UI is definitely broken. Alright, there. So, guess what? This shit is just going to get cleaned up. No, hang on. There, you. I mean, this is not how it should work at all. This is exceedingly... This is me trying to solve a problem that should not exist. And doing something in a way that it... And the solution is something I also should not have to do. And look at the stupidity of this. You know, and I will work on somewhere. I just don't know where. I will work on something new. I will replace this. Why? Because I shouldn't have to, but I need to. Just... And right now the thought is just occurring to me. What are they working on for their next big update that will not provide a solution to any of these problems? Why is nobody on this? Okay, William should be doing something. But I mean, it's like, this is something, you leave a dog in here. Like, realistically, you have a dog in with your food or something like that, so that wolves don't go near it. Hunt 20 wolves. You just got that achievement. I don't want that achievement. No, that's a dog. Okay, that's kind of neat, having a whole bunch of deer here. But yeah, then yeah, I build it here. So that way it's near this other food. Why am I doing that? No, I'm... There we go. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fine. That. Not like that. I know, I was hoping it would actually turn, but apparently not. This actually might not work. Okay. Oh, at least that connects up. There's a lot of what I'm doing here I don't like. But it just seems like it is what I have to do. Oh crap, I just realized that this can't, because of that I can't see it. Unless... No, that's right. In theory, I actually should just do it down here as well. I want this to be a short one, remember? There. Because that should still seal it. Okay, so this way I can have this level with storage. Maybe. And then up here I will try to actually build everything for production. Actually, maybe not. Well, yeah, you'll see. Not even remotely how I should be doing that. Say, cancel this! Oh, you mean the thing that you just highlighted and selected? You want that canceled? No. Oh my god. Sorry, just the way that was being shown, I couldn't see anything. There. Alright. So now I have a spot inside to have things. So what all do I need? Need for this room? Kitchen, stove, wall powder shelf, and butchering table. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Was that it? Wall powder. Wall powder. Okay. At least two. Two have been put down. Is that not big enough? That's true, I do actually kind of like that design. That design being where they're back to back. I don't care about the filming station. I do need to put in windows. If I can remember. Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Almost got that. There. That's annoying. I can just put down a zone, but I have no means of selecting it. Where's... Ah, here it is. So my hope is that they won't be able, that the animals won't be able to come up through the ladders. I don't think they can. So it is completely secured from something that I shouldn't have to secure from. Not like this, anyway. Oh, no, no, no. Come on. Let me select it. There we go. Where'd she go? And when you think about it, it's also asinine that there is no guard duty yet in this game. You can have raids, but you can't have guards. I mean, just so much of this game needs to be just, no, shut up, we're not doing it that way anymore because it's stupid. We didn't think through the repercussions of these systems. We're going to overhaul things because they actually do need to be overhauled. That's true. I can also put traps down around these. Someday they might figure out how to do this better, but I'm not holding out hope. Alright. I was thinking maybe this will be a half hour. 1 hour later. Well. Alright. See you next time.